Constitution is government. The Constitution defines us as a society, our collective goals, rules, and principles as a self-governing people.
When we did the work of the Constitution,
Hey, wait, wasn't that it?
there's checks and balances everywhere.
No, the one with
and
Stephen
that's
Point
what makes
leaked
me
off
proud
the
of our
Constitution
Constitution.
vote.
And then even
But wasn't she talking about the Constitution?
Only at McDonald's. Give it a pristine wilderness.
Classic Hits, 89.5 The Drug. We are back, and as promised, I've got Grand Chief Stephen Point here with me, Xwexwilmexw Treaty Negotiation Team, and I really hope I said that right. Now, the treaty negotiations leading up to a big vote that's coming up. Tell me a bit about the vote.
Well, the vote's happening first week in November 4th to the 15th, I think. We're establishing probably 3, maybe 4 voting stations around the 6-member communities: Atchlitz, Chiacton, Uquia, Skokale, Skowlik, and Lacamel.
There it is.
There it is.
I knew there were 6.
Yeah, gotta get 6, right? We've written a constitution. So the constitution sets out how we're governed. It sets out what the rules of government are. It sets out when the government elections should happen, things like that. We're establishing a House of Elders, for example, as a traditional governance model. We're establishing a Council of Youth to advise and to learn about leadership so that they can be groomed for leadership. We're establishing a legislative assembly of the leadership themselves who will sit with government budgets and government legislative authority to make laws and regulation in pursuit of the areas in which we want to draw down jurisdiction. We're creating an ombudsman, for example, who will receive complaints about our government. We're going to create a court system that's going to deal with some of the land code problems that we're currently facing.
It seems like a lot for your 6 small communities.
It is a lot. One of the important things to remember, though, and one of the key messages that we want to get out is that not much is going to change for the community itself. One of the 6 members, let's take Skokale, for example, they'll still have their chief and council. They'll still have their land ownership pursuant to the Indian Act. Nothing like that will change. What we're trying to do is create an aggregate, overarching government that will take on some of the larger issues that we need to address in this day and age. One of them is justice. You know, the Canadian justice system just hasn't worked very well for Indigenous people. We're all looking for solutions, for alternatives that might work. And so the thing that we're looking at is maybe our own court system, for example, perhaps our own on-reserve police system, perhaps our own registry for conflicts in relation to land development. So it's an exciting time. On the one hand, it's not changing a lot at the village level, which is the 6-member communities, but it's creating a whole new form for governance at the national, at the larger level for the issues that are facing us collectively. Individual bands can't embark upon that dialogue on their own. We need the larger group of Stola bands actually to come together, and they're doing that as we speak. The question that 6-member bands are going to have is how do we plug into that dialogue as 6 bands? How do we reduce some of the workload for the chiefs so they're not going to meetings all the time?
Right.
And at the same time, getting the best bang for our buck in terms of governance. The vote is not a treaty vote, but it's going to be a major step forward out of the Indian Act towards self-determination, all of that wonderful stuff.
1995 is when you started working on that. That seems like a long time to be working on this.
These treaties have taken a long time because of the complexity that we're in right now. In the old days, settlers weren't around. There were no governments. They were just the negotiations team that was sent out from Ottawa and the Indians. Now everybody's here, and so it's much bigger kind of party, I'd say.
Right. Good choice of words.
We want as many people as possible to come out, exercise their democratic right to vote.
Yes, have your say, use your voice, get out and vote, November 4th to 15th.
So It's an amazing time. I never thought actually I'd get to this point because I've been working on this idea for a long, long time. I wrote the first constitution for the Stollos back in 1995, and I've been fortunate to come back and help them in working on the Constitution again.
I think everybody is fortunate that you've been back and working on the Constitution. Grand Chief Stephen Point, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Sorry about the beeping, by the way. That was my phone.
Well, you could have answered it.
I guess I could have.
Hey, I wonder where we can get more information on this Constitution.
That's easy. Go to sxta.bc.ca/constitution. Check out the SXTA on Facebook or email them at outreach@sxta.bc.ca.
I wonder how we go vote.
Oh yeah, all SXTA members who are 18 and over can vote with the mail-in ballots being sent out, online or in person. All of that information can be found on their website, sxta.bc.ca as well. Or you could watch for the documents in the mail. Hello? Elders? Are you there? Elders, are you there? Elders, are you okay? Are you there?